guys, so I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a scratch, so like you grazed your hand or you've been scratched. I'm not going to do the one with the latex because that's a bit, I haven't tried that before, so I've got to try it on my own first. But anyway, to do the scratch, you will need some sponges, two different types of blood if you want them. You can either have the dark fresh scratch or the wound filler in light. You can have one of them. You can use either. The light will make it look more fresh and the dark will make it look old. And then you need the grease paint in burn injury, and you also need this brush here, and you also need something to clean it with afterwards, which I don't. No, I do actually. Yeah, I do. I know. I just got some tissue. You just dab it. Dab the stuff on it. So the time is currently 8:40 in the UK. So I'm going to get my latex sponge here and start off with my grease paint. And this is the burn injury one, about the same price as the other one. But anyway, I'm going to go in with the shade here, which is next to the orange and burgundy. So I'm just going to get that onto my sponge, tap it like in this area, if that makes sense. My lighting but in my room is really not the greatest. Is that going to make a difference? No, you can't even see it. I'll go open my other blind. I've got like 3 blinds. See if that makes a difference. And turn off that light. I also changed my top before I did this because I don't want to ruin it. So you want to put it all over here. Maybe if I get my phone. Use the torch. Put that there. Not much better. Got my alarm. So I'm going to put that in the area where you might likely to like graze your hand. So here, you can't really see it because my lighting's not that great. So I don't have like proper cameras. It'll look better in a minute maybe. Like, depending where I do it, and this is the only place where I can do it at the moment. Okay, so you've got like your redness on there. So obviously you want to start off by putting your lid back on your grease paint because if that gets everywhere, it's not pleasant. I don't really know because I've never dropped it before. So I'm gonna, so now for the last bit really, you can either use the wound filler in light or the fresh scratch in dark. It's up to you if you want to make it look newer or if you want to make it look older. So I'm going to make it look older. So I'm going to use the fresh scratch in dark. So it comes in a little tub like this. And it looks a bit like that. Looks like blood. So I'm going to use this black brush. It looks a bit like a sponge and it's called the black stipple brush. So I'll put a little bit on my brush from like where the peel bit is. And I'm going go in one direction, like that, to make it look like scratches and grazes on my hand. Just a bit like that. It's quite sticky as well, so you want to be careful with that. You only want to go in one direction, like it's dripping down, so that'll make it look more realistic. Okay, so there you have your scratch. So I'm going to get my piece of tissue. I'm going to get the bottle. I put just it's water just in here. I'm just going to stipple it, like, try and clean my brush. So there is your scratch. I'm going to shut that before I drop that. And it's really quick and simple. You can do it anywhere. It's again really quick. And what else can I do? I'm going to try and do that scratch I learned the other day. So what you need, you might want your 2 different types of grease paints. So you want your burn, your black eye colour wheel. You want your bloods. So I've got liquidy versions as well as the pastes. I've got the Supreme Blonde in light and in dark. These retail for about £3.10 individually. So, and you also want the latex. So I haven't done this before, so bear with me. So dip your cotton wool in the latex, and I'm going to go on the arm here and go across and just work with it. Just work with the latex. And my latex is not the same as that girl had that I watched on. It's not so thick consistency, so it might not work so well. So I'm just doing it in strokes like this. To speed up the process, you can use a hairdryer. So I might do this in this case. I'm going to get out my hairdryer. Doing up the process with this. So just putting it on the area where I put it with the latex. So I'm going to see if it's all dry. And pretty much that is. So that is dried to clear formula. So now I'm going to get my angled lip brush and go just put a lid on this liquid latex before it goes everywhere, because that would result in a disaster. So it's like dried to like that. You can't really see it because it has dried clear. Where's the best one? I think I'm going to go in with the burn wheel. Go in with burgundy shade here. My angled brush. I'm putting that in the areas, is like in the inside of the latex. Following the lines. And with this technique as well, we're gonna come across with the scratch again, like around the edges. So with this dry and clear, it's quite useful because if you go outside the lines, it doesn't affect it that much. But you can get ones that are flesh tone, you can get ones that are white. You can get many different types of latex. This latex form is a quick and easy way. If you haven't got much time on set or etc. That's looking a bit like this. It's looking a bit naff at the moment, but it won't do for long. So I might just clean that up with a bit of concealer. I'll just grab a bit of that. So I just got my Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer to clean up with. I don't know if this will go wrong, but I reckon it might. So I'm just cleaning up where the edges are to make it look more fierce. Run out of this concealer. I should have brought some more on Saturday. So just put some of that concealer on my hand to pick up. That might be a bit easier. I'm just using the concealer brush for this step. And you can totally skip this step. It's totally up to you. So I've just made that look a bit fresher. It's totally up to you how you do it. It's your scar, it's your scratch, it's your skin. So I know with like the middle bits, I'm like colouring it in between her eyes. So what you could think of this like just following the guidelines. You don't have to do this step, but I just chose to do it. So it's now looking a bit like that. So I'm going to put my lid on it. So now I'm going to get my brush again and the wound, the fresh scratch. liquid paste. And I'm just going to scratch it around the edges. That's a bit much, but yeah. Just do it like that. And if you're doing it yourself, you can do it any way you want to. Don't forget that. So that's how it's looking at the moment. I'm just going to try and blend the other bit a bit more. Like maybe blend it down. Go a bit like that. So I'm going to leave, I was going to do a bit of bruising around it, but I'm not going, I'm going to leave that bit now. I'm going to use a brush. I found a brush that I don't mind ruining. This brush, I'm just going to clean it up first. I'm going to put a bit of like water, a bit of tissue, get a bit of tissue, and put a bit of water in that tissue. Okay, so I'm going to use the wound filler in light. It looks a bit like that. It's a bit gross. So I'm going to stick my brush in that. And just put that in the scratch. Like that. Making it look more bloody and realistic. So really, the aim of special effects is to get it looking realistic as possible. Also, shout out to Steffi for teaching me how to do like the scratch and the bruises. I like this when I'm on an online course, but the scratch is like more of a build up to scratches. It's like a harder scratch. I'm extending the bloody bits as well, mainly at the bottoms to make it look like it's been dripping, etc. So there are my scratches. So I've got that scratch, and then you've got a more like a fight, cat scratch, dog scratch, or bear scratch, or any sort of scratch. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.